Welcome to Advice No One Asked For, the feature where people send letters to advice columnists, I read them, and offer my own advice, and everyone has a good laugh at their expense. Fun for the whole family. First question comes from a rich person who feels that money can't buy happiness. They're clearly going to the wrong stores. Dear newspaper question answerer, my husband and I make $180,000 a year combined, and we have a net worth of about $1.6 million. We've been blessed financially, and lots of times motivated by a survival point of view. But what do you do when you're not motivated by that kind of thing anymore? How do you find and live out God's purpose for your life? Signed, let's call this one Unfulfilled in Utica. Ladies and gentlemen, this person is a glue huffer. First off, when you're worth $1.6 million, how are you ever motivated by a survival point of view? Oh, must be really hard surviving on $180K a year. How do you ever get by only being able to afford a couple of mid-level Audis and not matching his and hers Bentleys? Reginald, we have to be careful with our finances. Let's only eat Wagyu steaks twice a week. And this God thing comes right out of left field. We're very well off, but we just don't feel like we're serving God. These people are a church's wet dream. Just give all your money to us, my sons and daughters, and God will show you the way. Yes, this will pay off a few lawsuits. But let's pretend God is real and has a plan for all of us that isn't fuck, procreate, die, and try and leave something for the next generation that'll fuck, procreate, and die. How do you know you're not already living yours? In case you didn't realize it, he's not gonna fucking tweet you to tell you if you're doing a bang-up job or if he thinks you're way off the fucking mark. If you believe God put you on this earth to do something, whatever you're doing, that's probably what it was. Congrats, you nailed it. You're rich but feeling unfulfilled? Well, you could do the regular rich person thing and just throw money at the problem. Keep giving until you feel like you've made a difference. Or you could volunteer and actually make a difference in someone's life. Now for that, you might come in contact with some poor people, so you may want to buy some gloves first. Nothing too nice though, something you can throw away if too much poverty gets on them. But if you really want to help, that's how you do it. Anyone can give money. Time is much more valuable, because everyone roughly has the same amount, and you're running out of it every single day. Our next letter comes from someone who no doubt wishes they had our first writer's problems. Dear final employees of print media, when we first met, I was 19 and my boyfriend was 25. I'd just finished high school and was trying to figure out why I was going to college. Now I assume they meant where, but maybe they did mean why. Maybe they didn't know why you go to college. I don't know, this is how it was written. That's not the question, so let's just move on. We moved in together after dating for a few months. 3 years later, we're living at my dad's place for financial reasons. My boyfriend isn't employed, and we're living off my wage. And I'm trying to save to get us an apartment and pay off debt, so I can go to school for a business course. My father thinks that my boyfriend enjoys living off my wage and will never have a stable full-time job. I've been wanting to break off the relationship for some time, but I'm afraid to do so because he has nowhere else to live. I feel like I'm taking care of a child. How do I end things? Signed, let's say, supporting significant other in Syracuse. Your father sounds like a smart man, so I'm guessing you didn't inherit that from him? He's absolutely right, but we'll get to that. So to recap, you guys started dating 3 years ago. He was 25, you were 19. You know the idea of being a younger girl dating an older man is because they're supposed to have their lives partially together and can help give you a head start on your life, right? Not so they can sit around and play Xbox and feel like they're 16 again while their hot young girlfriend goes to work to earn a living, then comes home to blow them. Talk about having your cake and fucking it too. He's now 28 and unemployed. You are 22. You're supporting a man who's 2 years shy of 30. And you've given me no reason to believe that this is because of a mental or physical disability preventing him from working. He's just a lazy fuck. Of course he loves it. He has a roof over his head, food in his stomach, your dad's cable to watch, porn to beat off to while the adults are out paying for all of it. Fuckers got it made. Who would want to upset that apple cart? You feel like you're taking care of a child? You're half right. You're taking care of a man-child. Every penny that you toss into the fountain of useless that is your boyfriend is a penny not going toward paying off debt, not going toward getting your own apartment and gaining your independence, not going toward an education that could better your own position in life. Think of your boyfriend as an anchor attached to a canoe, firmly dug into the bottom of the lake as you try and paddle to shore. And until you take the fucking bolt cutters and cut the chain, you're never going to get there. You're afraid to drop his ass because he has nowhere to live? He's 28. He's legally been an adult for a goddamn decade. He should be able to figure it out. Really, you'd be doing him a favor. At this point, you're enabling his behavior. He's never going to get his shit together while you're helping him out. My suggestion is, give him an ultimatum. Get a job or get the fuck out. If he doesn't care about you, he'll leave. And then you don't have to feel bad because he didn't give a shit about you. He didn't love you. He loved the free ride. And if he does care about salvaging the relationship, then he'll get a job. He'll have his own money and a means to support himself. And then you can dump him without worrying about how the adult that you've been babysitting for 3 years will manage to take care of themselves. Win-win. I'm Buckley, and you're welcome.